Euronews is a pan-European television news network, headquartered in Lyon, France. The network began broadcasting on 1 January 1993 and aimed to cover world news from a pan-European perspective. It is jointly owned by several European and North African public and state-owned broadcasting organizations, and is currently majority-owned by Media Globe Networks, led by Egyptian billionaire Naguib Sawiris, who is the chairman of the supervisory board. It is also a provider of live streaming world news, which can be viewed in most of the world via its website, on YouTube, and on various mobile devices and digital media players. In 1992, following the Persian Gulf War, during which CNN's position as the preeminent source of 24-hour news programming was cemented, the European Broadcasting Union decided to establish Euronews to present information from a European perspective. The channel's first broadcast was on 1 January 1993 from Icali, Lyon. An additional broadcast studio was set up in London in 1996. It was founded by a group of 10 public broadcasters. The shareholders are represented by the SOCEMIE Consortium. Euronews SAR is the operating company that produces the channel and holds the broadcasting license. It is currently co-owned by 7 of the 10 founders and, in late 1997, the British news broadcaster ITN purchased a 49% share of Euronews for £5.1 million from Alcatel-Lucent. ITN supplied the content of the channel along with the remaining shareholders. The broadcast switched from solely analog to mainly digital transmission in 1999. That same year, a Portuguese audio track was added. A Russian audio track was added in 2001, following VGTRK joining as one of the major shareholders. In April 2003, ITN sold its stake in Euronews as part of its drive to streamline operations and focus on news gathering rather than channel management. On 6 February 2006, Ukrainian public broadcaster Nationalna Telekompania Ukraini purchased a 1% interest in SOCEMIE. In 2007, Euronews won the European Commission's tender for an Arabic language news channel, with a service agreement being signed on 6 December. The Arabic service would eventually be launched in July 2008. On 27 May 2008, Spanish public broadcaster RTVE decided to leave Euronews, citing legal requirements to maintain low debt levels through careful spending as a factor influencing its decision to leave, as well as to promote its international channel TVE International. In February 2009, the Turkish public broadcaster TRT became a shareholder in the channel and joined its supervisory board. TRT purchased 15.70% of the channel's shares and became the fourth main partner after France Televisions. Subsequently, Turkish was added as the ninth language service in January 2010. Later that year in October, the channel started broadcasting in Persian, then began broadcasting in 16:9 widescreen format in early 2011. And launched a Ukrainian service in August. A Polish service was launched in mid-2011 amid Poland's accession to the presidency of the Council of the European Union, although only some selected evening broadcasts were translated. It was shortly after discontinued in January 2012. In February 2015, the channel's executive board approved a bid by Media Globe Networks, owned by Egyptian telecom magnate Naguib Sawiris, to acquire a 53% controlling stake in the media outlet. The deal raised questions over Euronews's future editorial posture and independence. On 13 March 2015, it was announced that Intermedia Group, owned by pro-Russian Ukrainian oligarch Dmytro Firtash, had taken over the Ukrainian service. In response, the Ukrainian government decided to revoke its broadcasting license for its suspected bias and dropped its funding. Firtash later abandoned the project, resulting in the department shutting down and leaving 17 journalists redundant. The Russian service, which was financed by Moscow, refused to provide jobs to the journalists, in violation of French labor legislation. The management explained that not hiring any Ukrainian journalists was a specific instruction from VGTRK. In October 2015, Euronews moved to a new global headquarters complex in Le Confluence, Lyon, designed by Paris architecture firm Jacob plus McFarlane and covering a floor area of 10,000 square meters. On the 2nd of October 2012, Euronews launched Euronews Radio. The service was available for download on the App Store and Google Play, in addition to being available on TuneIn, and was designed for viewers for whom watching news is not an option, by providing a direct simulcast to the TV channel, with the no comment segment being replaced by music. The music of the bulletin openings was also transmitted on Euronews Radio. Weather reports were read by a female announcer. As of December 2020, the radio service appears to have been defunct, and the stream on its webpage or on TuneIn is not functional. In January 2014, Euronews announced a partnership with public broadcaster Tele Congo under